What quote from a video game stuck with you? Removed. Oh, in case you get covered in that repulsion gel. Here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Rustling pages do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this. It's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought 'em anyway. Ground 'em up, mixed 'em into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. All these science spheres are made of asbestos. By the way, keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping. Because that's not part of the test, that's asbestos. Good news is, the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punched those numbers into my calculator. It makes a happy face. Removed. My favorite. Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. We weren't even testing for that. Job's done. Warcraft 3 peons edit. Thanks for the gold. Now who wants my silver? More work. Something needed doing. Be happy to. Asterisk. It had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Asterisk. I notice you haven't shot me in the face. Curious as to why? Maybe you're weighing the moral pros and cons, but let me assure you that oh my god, shoot me in the goddamn face. What are you waiting for? The moral of the story is you're a total bitch. Borderlands 2. Nobody sticks that long. Not even Long Dick Johnson. And he had a fucking long dick. Thus, the name, Rose of Sharon Cassidy. Fallout, New Vegas. They asked me if I had a degree in theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard. Quote, some scientist. Or not. Gunnery Chief. This. Recruits. Is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight. Every 5 seconds. The main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.3% of light speed. It impacts with the force of a 38-kiloton bomb. That is 3 times the yield of the city buster dropped on Hiroshima back on Earth. That means Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. Now, Serviceman Burnside. What is Newton's first law? First recruit. Sir. A object in motion stays in motion. Sir. Gunnery Chief. No credit for partial answers. Maggot. First recruit. Sir. Unless acted on by an outside force. Sir. Gunnery Chief. Damn straight. I dare to assume you ignorant jackasses know that space is empty. Once you fire this husk of metal, it keeps going till it hits something. That can be a ship, or the planet behind that ship. It might go off into deep space and hit somebody else in 10,000 years. If you pull the trigger on this, you're ruining someone's day, somewhere and sometime. That is why you check your damn targets. That is why you wait for the computer to give you a damn firing solution. That is why, Serviceman Chung, we do not eyeball it. This is a weapon of mass destruction. You are not a cowboy shooting from the hip. Second recruit. Sir. Yes, sir. As great as that dialogue was, it made me really antsy during the last battle for Earth. Right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. Wake up, Mr. Freeman, wake up and smell the ashes. I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Quote, dear humanity, we regret being alien bastards. We regret coming to Earth. And we most definitely regret that the Corps just blew up our raggedy-ass fleet. Quote, or anything else, he said. Literally anything else. Sir, permission to leave the station? Quote, for what purpose, Master Chief? Quote, to give the Covenant back their bomb. And then a few moments later, just one question. What if you miss? Quote, I won't. I know what you're thinking. And it's crazy. So, stay here. Unfortunately for us both, I like crazy. Quote. Edit. Fix sentence formatting. When I joined the corp we didn't have any fancy schmancy tanks. We had sticks. 2 sticks and a rock for a whole platoon. And we had to share the rock. So buck up boy. You're one very lucky Marine. MGS1. Check the code on the back of the CD case when you have to call the stranger on your codec. This messed with 11 years old me so much. Pre-internet error. Not realizing Colonial Campbell was referring to the tangible case the game came in. Yeah, this was a real bitch when you didn't actually own the game and just rented it from Blockbuster. Try having the game as digital download on PS3. And it still tells you to check the back of the box. Be safe, friend. Don't you dare go hollow. Edit. Thanks for the silver, stranger. My highest rated comment now is about one of my favorite games. Reading the comments here warms my heart. Seeing how much this game has impacted people. 50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town. I lost 30,000 men in the blink of an eye and the world just fucking watched. The game was rigged from the start, Benny. They asked how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard. I survived because the fire inside me burned brighter than the fire surrounding me. Joshua Graham. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. You exist because we allow it. You will die because we demand it. It took me a couple attempts to get into Mass Effect. Eventually I just pushed through despite not really enjoying the game. Then that line sold me on the whole thing. Edit. Okay, seriously. A good dozen people have replied with a stand on the ashes of a trillion line. You don't need to add to the pile. Ehehehe, what are you selling? Oh, I'll buy it at a high price. Quote. Not enough cash, stranger. Removed. It's so much easier to see the world in black and white. Gray. I don't know what to do with Gray Garrus Vicarian. The amount of Mass Effect quotes in this thread make my heart so happy. If you chase 2 rabbits, you lose them both. Native American proverb. Civ IV. 3. I think IV. Beware of you who would deny you access to information. For in his heart he dreams himself your master. This one is machine and nerve, and has its mind concluded. This one is but flesh and faith, and is the more deluded. Grave mind, kill me or release me. Parasite, but do not waste my time with talk. There is much talk, and I have listened through rock and metal in time. Now I will talk and you will listen. Hey Nico, it's Roman, let's go bowling. I just had a flashback of me running Roman over with a comet. But if you run him over you don't get to hear him talk about hashtag big American titties. Asterisk, 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 carrot, carrot, edit, carrot, carrot, 90% carrot, carrot of carrot, carrot, my carrot, carrot, karma, carrot, carrot comes carrot, carrot from carrot, carrot, 1, carrot, carrot, character, carrot, carrot now. We all make choices, but in the end our choices make us Bioshock. I'll have 2 number 9s. A number 9 large. A number 6 with extra dip. A number 7. 2 number 45s. 1 with cheese. And a large soda. All we had to do is follow the damn train, CJ. Science isn't about why, it's about why not. The game is Portal 2 for those that don't know. My favorite Cave Johnson quote is, greater than we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. I work in a lab and it's amazing how accurate that quote is. Stand amongst the ashes of a trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. Javik. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel. The difference between medicine and poison is the dose. Edit. This is my most upvoted comment. Learn more about the second quote that I heard for the first time playing Shadow of War. Also, do I get my discount now? Has to be me. Someone else would get it wrong. Path of Exile inscription somewhere in the game. You can take a wolf from the forest, you can collar him. Chain high monsieur, you can starve him. Beat him until he whimpers and bows down. Yet, is that wolf a dog? Never. A man is only a slave when he allows his heart and his mind to be conquered. When he comes to believe that his life is no longer his own. When he chooses to cast his eyes forever to the ground. Like a king that chooses to press his lips to the feet of an emperor. A king that looks to his goblet and his plate, feasting and fattening while his people starve in their own streets. Some might say that I should bear the guilt of regicide, that I killed the king of the Ezomites. Yes, I served King Scoth his last meal, for I saw no king at that table. I saw a dog. *Edit. Another cool quote from Poe. A poem of sorts made up from item-flavor text describing the lore of the final bosses in the game. Reaching nature's limits. Many sought power in the unnatural. With the patience of a prowling lion, the shade watched the scholar. They hoped that, trapped in its prison, the creature would age and perish. But time would not touch the fiend. All at once, a calmness would encompass them, and all at once, it would be torn away, unveiling forms no sound mind could grasp. Their last thoughts were not of their friends, or their families, or their homes. Their last thoughts were untethered from reality, and bathed in fear and ferocity. One by one, they stood their ground against the creature. They had no hope of understanding, let alone defeating, and one by one, they became a part of it. In terms of generally applicable quotes, I use there's a fine line between consideration and hesitation. The former is wisdom, the latter is fear. As my senior quote, do not be sorry, be better, new god of war. Similarly, at the very end of the last boss fight, we must be better than this. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you've been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste. Until, well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So, wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes. Remember, no Russian. Making you the terrorist in an airport attack was one of the ballsiest moves that a gaming company ever made. If only they were still willing to take risks like that for a good story. I have asked the plants, but the plants do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, and the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. It wasn't impossible to build Rapture underwater. It was impossible to build it anywhere else. Andrew Ryan, BioShock. A man creates. A parasite asks, where's my share? Andrew Ryan, BioShock. There are many more from the whole series. A man chooses, a slave obeys. We live a good life. Brother. The best. May it never change. And it may never change us. Cue the panoramic shot of Florence as Ezio's family. Now the Assassin's Creed franchise theme swells in the background. SHAAAUUUN! Exclamation mark. Jason. JAAAAYYYYYYSON. Gotta capture how all of the emphasis is on the first syllable. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. Asterisk thanks RQK. I know every line by heart. This game taught me to speak and understand English. Just before that it was. Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind still needs a savior such as you. But the thing that stucks with me is, sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew chapter 16 verse 26. I believe. Tell me, what were Lisa's last words? I was bummed to hear that the remake they're creating, they won't be using the original voices or lines. She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity. Does this unit have a soul? It still makes me cry. Rip Legion. It's time to kick gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of ass. Asterisk dick kick 'em asterisk. What is better? To be born good, or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? It makes me think about how important it is to remember that circumstances impact us but do not define us. Furthermore, a little good by one person may be more worthy than much good by another. How can you judge without understanding? Parthunix! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! That's Sage Dragon. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.